So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar sight of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Another rendition of this never-ending feud. It will never lose its significance. Driving on and making good progress. Tonali, good purposeful running this. And that's been intercepted. Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, good-looking ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Rodrigo. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, it's the boy everyone is talking about. This guy, Rodrigo, seen by many as being one of the biggest Brazilian talents of his generation. Now, just think about that. I don't really need to add anything extra.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And now they can spring out of defence. Aims beyond the defence. Montiel picks it up out wide. And it's Rice. Tries to dink it through. Searching pass he's played there. Played with speed from back to front. That's been cut out, well played. Lopez. Javi Guerra. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And here's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Defending of the desperate variety. Tonali. Now they can break here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Knocks it into space. Can he get it through? He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's David. That's a little off target. Now, can they get him away? Out to the right. Played back in. Tries to play it through. And they've got rid. Some really good ball movement.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
Driving forward. Can he spark a counter here? Can he get on the end of this? Salamanca's drives forward on the overlap. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
David. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he welcomes it in. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pass somewhat off target.
Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Can he get onto this? Mbappe. This is promising. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Valverde! He's having a go! Now, who's going to be first to this? Caught offside that time. Oh, that's a fine interception. Tonali. And he's forced to go back. David. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice interception, well timed. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Rice. Back into the middle. Calvert-Lewin goes for a shot! Oh, what? And again! And he's found the net! And the second half is off to a flyer! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Burkhardt. Montiel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. And he cuts out the supply. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Paredes. Montiel. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Milan choosing to make the first change.
Numero 21, numero 9, Lasciano il campo per il numero 22, il numero 7, il numero 10.
Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Rodrigo, Eze. Now who's going to be first to this? And here's Rodrigo.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Valverde, played it early, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Eze. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's burst through. Looking for the run. Zaragoza! That is decidedly lacking.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 26.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 1, il numero 24. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Mayulu. David. Mayulu. Oh, this is a great position.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's intervened well there. Eze going full tilt down the left. Just eases him off the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Valverde. Milan must do something here. He's gone for goal!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tchouaméni. And again they run up against stubborn defending. That looks a cracking ball. Salamakers cuts it out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
The ball has bounced loose now. Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, I can imagine it's going to be quite a scramble for the ball, but we know who has the magnetic impact.
Oh, what a climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Out of play for a throw. There's the crossfield ball. Montiel. Great vision. That has not gone well. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Signore e signori,
Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans.